What's up, everyone? My name is Jay. I've been wholesaling real estate for the past 6 years and I've been pretty successful at it. That's why I'm here making videos and giving advice. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to find cash buyers for free. Last time I showed you guys how to find cash buyers with Facebook. If you haven't seen that video, you can go ahead and check that out on my channel. And if anything, let's get right into it. This is a free way to find cash buyers. Pretty simple. All you got to do is actually take action and do what I'm telling you to do. Act as if you paid for this information and don't just watch this video and go to watch another video and not end up doing anything. So let's get right into it. We are on the world famous Zillow website. So let's go ahead and assume that we have a 3-bed, 2-bath property over here in Richardson, Texas, which is a suburb of Dallas, Texas. Still in Dallas County, so still my home market. So let's go ahead and look at Richardson, Texas homes. Now, let's say we have it in this neighborhood, in this zip code. We don't want to go and see these properties that are for sale. We're not interested in buying. We're not a buyer's agent. We are looking to sell the property that we have under contract. So in order to sell it to somebody, we have to see who's buying in the area, who's buying in the market. How do we know that? Let's see who's bought in the past. So let's go to sold. We're going to leave price alone. We're going to do a 3-bed, 2-bath. We're going to apply that. Home type. Let's say our property is just a single family home. We don't need townhouses, multifamily condos, lot land, apartments, manufactured. We don't need any of this. So then we'll go ahead and go to any HOA, parking spots, square footage. Let's do a minimum of 500, maximum of, let's just do 3,000. Now we'll go ahead and go to lot size, minimum 2,000, maximum 1/4. Right, then we'll go ahead and year built, we'll go, let's say our property is built in 1970, so we'll go 1950, and maximum we'll do 2,000. Has basement, no properties in Texas have basements, any of these. Okay, now sold in the last, we're gonna do 6 months. We wanna see accurate data. And we also wanna see this right here, renovated. You wanna see a property that has been sold after repairs have been done, right? Somebody that's flipped it. So let's go ahead and look at this first one that popped up and see if this is a renovated property, which it is. As you can see, we got pictures, we can see granite on the walls. These gray and white colors are pretty common these days with renovated properties. You can see the tile in the backsplash is also very common these days. You can tell that with a lot of renovated properties. This is also new and modern. The hardwood floors, which are shiny and clean, the silver appliances, all renovated. Yeah, this is a nice and clean property. This is a good job. Now, how do we know if this is an actual real estate investor and not a person that just owned the property and fixed it over time? Here's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna go to home details. We can see multiple offers. That's amazing. Masterfully renovated. That'll give us the confirmation this is a flipped property. Now we just gotta see the time frame in which it was flipped. So we'll go ahead and go down here to price history. Let's look at these right here. So we can see this sold for $449 in 2020. Okay, and then it was listed in 2024. That's a span of 4 years. So this is not a active investor. If anything, this is just probably a family that bought the property and over time just fixed it up, or maybe they just bought it in the same condition and just kept it clean. So we're not going to write this down as a real estate investor just because 4 years, nobody that's doing this for a living is going to take that long to actually renovate the property. You can see, yeah. Cool, so let's move on to a different property since this one didn't match what we're looking for. Sandalwood. As you can see, this one doesn't have pictures, which is weird. But in that case, this is some sauce. Not really, but if you don't find pictures on Zillow, you can go ahead and go to realtor.com. Normally they have the pictures if Zillow doesn't. Realtor.com. Shaylee Blanks was the listing agent. Amazing. And we can see, boom, we have pictures. Again, very similar. Hardwood floors, we can see neutral colors, white and off white colors. We can see the backsplash, damn near very, very similar. And yeah, this is a nice renovated property. Let's go back to Zillow and look at the description. So we can see nestled, mature, beautifully renovated. That gives us the confirmation. And let's look at the time frame in which this property was sold. So we can see, okay, this was listed for $300,000 not too long ago. And then 3 months later, it was sold for 515. Beautiful. That's a quick turnaround time. That's 3 months. So now that we know that this is a real estate investor that flipped this property, we will go ahead and go to the listing information. So we can see right here, these are the people involved in the sale. Listed by. So Shaylee right here, shout out to Shaylee for getting this property on the market and beautiful pictures posted. Not on Zillow though. So Shaylee is the person that actually has the contact information of the real estate investor because she listed it for them, right? I imagine the real estate investor is not a licensed agent. That's why he didn't post it himself. Now, the buyer's agent, Susan, we have no reason to talk to her. Susan is the one that brought the retail buyer to pay that full price. That's not what we're looking for unless we're doing an ovation. So for Shaylee, we'll go ahead and this is how we're going to keep track of our information. So what I want you to do is build out a spreadsheet once you have a property under contract and be able to track who are you talking to, what are their responses, have they answered or not, what are their offers, and that way we can go ahead and go back once the property is sold and say, all right, I had to talk to this many people. My buyer came from this area, this, right? And we're able to keep track of information, keep track of phone numbers, keep track of emails. And let's say we do have another property coming in under contract in the same zip code. We already have that database of contacts, which we can just reach out to and sell to them again. So in this case, kind of the step-by-step process that I go through when I'm finding buyers through Zillow is I'll actually reach out to Shaylee and I'll say something like this. Hey Shaylee, my name is Jay. I work with the off-market team. We go ahead and find off-market properties. I have one in the 75080 zip code. I was just reaching out to you since I saw you helped list the property on Sandalwood. Just seeing if you know any real estate investors or anybody in your network that's looking for an investment property to take on as a project. Automatically, I told her who I am, why I'm calling her, and how she's going to benefit from this phone call. Right? So then if she tells me yes, great, I'll go ahead and send over the information, and then I'll find a time for me to reach back out to her and follow up with her and see, hey, did you send out the property? What was the feedback? Did you not send it out? And then also one thing I'd like to tell you guys is right before you get off that first phone call is let them know, hey, I would love to get you paid out on this property if we do end up coming to closing. We can do a flat fee or we can do a percentage profit split. And then most of them will be more than willing to actually send the property out to their network because, well, they're getting paid for it, just for sending a text, right? Because you're doing all the sales stuff. So let's say we reach out to Shaylee and she's not too fond of wholesalers, which, you know, it happens. So let's say, yeah, obviously she's not fond of us. So now we have to find the actual real estate investor that sold and flipped the property. So what we're going to do, and since we're keeping the free theme, let's go ahead and do it the free way. Nothing out of pocket. So let's go ahead and go to PropWire, which I do hate on it sometimes, I'm not going to lie to you. But let's go ahead and show you guys from the start. It works. So we are not going to take down the address. That was my mistake. Well, not the realtor's information. We're going to take down the address. We're going to take down the address, come over here, Sandalwood Avenue. We can see the property popped up. We'll go ahead and go to history, and we can see the buyer, the real estate investor, is this guy right here. Now to find his contact information, we'll go ahead and go to opencorporates.com. We'll go ahead and plug in his information. And we can see when you're looking through Open Corporates, sometimes you'll have 30 different LLCs that pop up with a very similar name. You want to go ahead and go to the one where at least the company address is in the specific state, and obviously even better if it's in the specific city. This one is in Benbrook, Texas, which is not too far from Richardson, but far enough, but still in Texas. So you can see we have the agent name, Mr. Hunter B. Blanks, and we can see his address is in Fort Worth. So now to find the contact information, we'll go ahead and go to Old Reliable True People Search, which was the start of my wholesale journey. So we can go ahead and plug in his name. We'll plug in Fort Worth, and we'll go ahead and search him up. Now this is his contact. Let's go ahead and click right here. You can see he owns Collinwood, and then here's his phone number. Now I'm not going to keep that up on the screen because that's his personal information. Please don't call him. But yeah, we can assume that this is the guy behind that property being flipped. So then we'll go ahead and reach out to Hunter and say something like this. Hey Hunter, my name is Jay. I got a lot of off-market properties in the area. I was just reaching out to you and seeing if you're interested in buying some more. Or you can say something like, hey Hunter, my name is Jay. I got an off-market property in the 75080 zip code. I'm looking to sell. Are you looking to buy any more investment projects in the meantime? He can say yes or no. If he says yes, great, send over the information, see if he has any questions, and then go from there, and obviously get that follow-up time so you can know, hey, I can call you back. You let me know if you ran your numbers. Let me know what time you want to go look at it, and go from there. And there you go. You went ahead and went through Zillow. You went to sold listings. You found the property that sold that was renovated. Then we go ahead and PropWire if we're doing it the freeway. Finding the name of the people. If it's an LLC, we go ahead and go through opencorporates.com. Then we find the contact name. We'll put it through True People search, find the contact information, give him a call, see if he's interested. All of this needs to be tracked on a spreadsheet when you're going through the dispo process. Now, if you go through PropWire and it's just a name, you can go just name to True People instead of going name to Open Corporates to True People. But that is pretty much the whole video. I mean, you just do this over and over again. I feel like if you find, I know. If you find 20 addresses, you talk to 20 investors, you're gonna get a good understanding of if you got the property at a good contract price and if you're gonna be able to make profit on it. And you can do this in the span of 2 days. 1 day, really, if you really are on it. And that'll let you know, hey, do I need to go for a reduction or can I just sell it as is? So any other questions, leave them down below. If you guys want to have more cash buyer, not cash buyer, what am I talking about? If you guys want more dispo strategies, you know what to do. Comment down below. Jay, you are a flippin' genius. Shout out to Jerry Norton. But comment that down below. If you have any questions, put them down below. Follow me on Instagram if you want to work with me one-on-one and for me to guide you and getting you to close your first deal or even scale your current wholesale business. The link will be down below. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. Have a great day.